Today I just want to share with you how I'm doing some living room styling, show you the before and after process, and just share a few of the tips that I have for when I am preparing to have guests over or when I'm preparing to do a photo shoot for the blog or for Instagram. So I hope that you enjoy the process and can get some helpful tips today. Tip 1, clear all the clutter. Getting rid of all the trash, all the paperwork that you don't actually need out, all of the leftover food products, anything that's not there for a purpose, get rid of it. Start with a clean slate, get everything off your couch, get everything off your chairs, vacuum up the floor, and then you can get started on your styling. One question I get very often is, what do I do with my throw pillows when guests come over? And honestly, the first time I was asked that question, I was super confused. Like, what do you mean, what do I do with my throw pillows? They stay on my couch. My guests sit on them. They are not for show, they are for use. Everything in my house is for use, and I think that that's a really important thing to kind of make sure that you are having that same perspective, because if you live in a museum, then your guests are going to feel like they can't touch anything, and you definitely don't want that. But if you have a huge amount of throw pillows, as I do, then sometimes it's not comfortable for guests to sit with all those pillows, so I just keep a really large basket in the living room and they can toss them in there if they're uncomfortable and don't need that much comfort. The next question that I get a lot of times is how to layer your pillows. And honestly, this is all about preference. It's all about stylistic preference, it's all about comfort preference, but what I like to do is I get the big guys in the back, 26 by 26. The big guy is your anchor for the rest of the couch. Then I put a couple of 20 by 20s in front of it so that you can still see the back, but you've got good layering. Or if you don't have that many 20 by 20s, a good lumbar support fits in really nicely as well. And honestly, this is all about preference, you guys. There's probably some hard and fast design rule that somebody's going to tell you you need to follow, but it's your home, it's your comfort level, it's your guest comfort level, so you do what works for you. The next space that I'm going to show you is the coffee table. Often people are curious as to how you style a coffee table for optimum comfort, but also functionality. So I've got a few different ways that I like to arrange a coffee table, and I'll show you those in fast mode. Moral of the story, don't make coffee table styling complicated. Keep the space as open as you can so that people can use it for whatever they need to. You can do an easy plant and book arrangement. You can do simple vases that are statement pieces that are really beautiful to look at but don't take up much space. And you can add a tray at the end to corral the clutter if you want to keep magazines or coasters, and then also your pretty arrangements all together so that the rest of the space is still open, then that works wonderfully. Okay guys, last space I wanted to make a comment on is your accent chairs. So if you have space for accent chairs, they're awesome for conversational seating. All I do to spruce them up a little bit is find a statement throw. This one's got interesting detail on it. It's got the tassels, it's got the pattern, it pops a little bit. Drape it. That's all you gotta do. Drape it, push it back, add a throw pillow. If your guest is cold, they have a blanket. If they're not, it's not bulky underneath of them. It adds interest to the back of it for those who are coming in from this side. It added interest from this side, and then you have the pillow for comfort as well. The key here, in my home, the way that I wanna do this, is it's gonna be beautiful, but it's gonna be functional, because if it's not functional, then what's the point? This isn't a showroom, it's not a museum, it's a home. Guys, I hope that some of these tips have been helpful to you. I think that the key overall is keep it clutter free, keep it functional, keep it comfortable. That's all there is to it.